Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Feed the Beast. I apologize that it's been a while and the episodes haven't been coming out as regularly as I would have hoped. But as you can see, there's a few things that have been added around here. And they all have their purpose, which I'll go over here. So, you may recognize these kinds of cables. These are export buses, and these ones down here are import buses. If it'll let me in, here we go. And the export buses take items from my storage system over here, which, by the way, I've added a lot more storage. We'll see if I ever fill it up, but I had these bottom two going today, and I had all my automated stuff off, so resources weren't being pulled from the machine, and just in that day or so, with my mining turtles going, they were almost full. But I was almost out of cobble and dirt for a while, so I've actually got my recyclers running on dirt now. They were on cobble before. So let's see. So the top ones pulling out into the hopper materials, and you can see you can specify which materials get pulled out. So in this case, rubber wood is going into the extractor. I was going to call it a compressor. If you go into the extractor, and then the extractor, of course, would turn the rubber wood into rubber, and then the import bus would import it back into the ME system, and it would be, well, rubber. And then I get all my rubber supply from there. And you can see I've got just a little bit of rubber now. And I've got my tree farm outside. It's hooked up to it's dumping everything into an ender chest now. So I don't have that external storage. I don't have to run back and forth every time I need more. And it's the same kind of idea with this one here, the macerator. And it's got, I think, several things. No, just the whatever ore that I can't pronounce still. Same idea. It comes out as the forcesium or something like that. That'll power my MFFS, which is my force field system around the house. Again, very similar idea with the powered furnace, which I've just been kind of adding things to it. If I silk touch diamonds or coal ores, because my pick is silk touch, then I put it into my system, which I can do with the ender pouch because it's pulling from an ender chest. And the ender pouch is linked to an ender chest of a matching color. You can see on my bag there, on the ender bag here, just the view of my hand, either the little icon or else the actual bag you can see in the corner of my screen. It's got the white, blue, white pattern on there, so that matches up with the ender chest, which is out here. Ooh, come on. It's hard to see because there's something above it, but you can see the white, blue, white. So yeah, our big tank here is starting to fill back up, so that's getting there. Although I stopped the whole machine from doing this. I have this automated as well. So if we go back here, there we go. It helps if you choose the right tool. If we go back here, you can see there's an import and export bus on here too. That's weird. Sometimes when I go into export buses, my gravity chest plate pops in there for a split second, which is very odd because it's not going anywhere. It's stay right on me. You can see it there though. That's weird. I don't know why it does that. You'll understand why the roof is this material in just a minute, a few minutes, possibly. So this just pumps coal into the coke oven and spits out coal coked, puts that back into the ME system. However, I have it disabled, so normally I'd have a piece of coal here. So it's saying put nothing into this. That's because I had turned all of my coal into coal coke. So as you can see, I've got 23,000 coal coke, and my coal, as of this morning, it was at 0. So that's how much my turtles have gotten today. I've got 4 turtles going still. So that's kind of interesting. But as you can see by my inventory, we have a very interesting project planned. And among other things, we have a few problems to work out here. Tell me if you see something wrong. You know, maybe the obsidian bouncing out of the chest. So, yeah, long story short, the chest is full. So what we need to do is we need to automate this just like we did the others. So what we're going to do is we're going to put another chest down here, and we're going to have the import bus take all the obsidian into it, and then the export bus is going to put a bunch of obsidian back into a chest. I know it's kind of a little bit repetitive, I guess you could say, but it'll save this from happening. Let's see, that's an export, so I need an import. I'm gonna need some ME cables, not a problem. So let's, oh boy, let's get my gravity gun here. This will be much easier, I think. Let's get a chest first. Let's get a couple of these, I guess. It's nice having all these things sitting around, but this project I've got planned for today, haha, it's gonna change everything. I'm pretty excited for it, actually. Oh, and I put my gravity chest or thingy away. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. That way I don't have to break it and have obsidian fly everywhere, although this is going to cause problems. And actually, if you get too much obsidian in this pipe, then I don't know if they start bumping into each other or something, but you start hearing all kinds of explosion sounds. And I don't know if that's deleting one item at a time, or I think I left that in the video I put up a week or so ago when I was adding this whole ME system here, where I was moving all the items into it, and there was items going through the pipe and just causing a loud explosion sound. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. So we need to find underground here. I think I have an ME cable running underground already here. No, I don't. No. Just the one back there for all the other automated machines I showed you in the back room. So let's just clear out a path where we're going to have that cable run. Oops, that won't work. I broke the glass fiber cable here, so we need to go under that, and there is stuff beneath here, so that could make things a little more difficult. Not a problem though, we'll figure it out. Okay, and let's put a chest. Oh gee, where do we want a chest? Let's put one right there and right there. So, am I gonna have to get my Omni wrench? Yeah, hopefully I still have that. I don't. Crap. Let me make one again. I'll be right back. And we got it. There's our Omni wrench. So now what we can do with this is just... There we go. Now all the obsidian should... Right? Is this how it works? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's working now. Just needed a second, I guess. So now it's all going into this chest. So that's no longer getting spread all over the floor while we're working here. So that's where we're going to have all the obsidian pulled from. I imagine I could just have it pulled directly right from here and get rid of these iron pipes. But I'd rather have it all in one chest rather than using a bunch of import buses on each one of these, because it's cheaper, actually. And I am cheap. Got resources coming out everywhere, but I am cheap. So let's see. So we'll get our... Hello. There's our mine, our old one. We'll get our import bus. Oh, that's the enemy cable. Import bus on the bottom of this. Oh no, it's giving me all kinds of stuff I don't want. Okay. And we'll leave the cable back over here. And this dipping under stuff is making things more time consuming than I wanted them to be. There we go. How close are we? Pretty close. Okay, there's that. Now let's start capping it back up again. We still have to put that export bus on there too. I haven't forgot about that. Don't you worry. Actually, we should, though, while we're here, put a torch right here, I guess. I don't think any mobs can spawn down there because they've got the pipe under them. I don't think they can spawn on that, or on the ME cable, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to take the risk. So we'll just do that. So then there's the them getting pumped in the machine. Now we need to have underneath this one, which we can just connect to the cable we just hid there. And we'll just put it right underneath of that. And there goes the floor again. I need to get down a little bit lower so we can put it on the bottom. So we have our export bus. Just set it right there. Boom. Done. Now we just need to tell it what to what to import or export. So let's get our Obsidian. We only need one piece. Actually, I already have some in my inventory then. Right click on it, choose Obsidian. We want to take one at a time. So that's move single items. We can also have it take a whole stack, so it put a whole stack into the machine at once, which we don't really need. And then you can have it the redstone mode. So if there is a redstone signal, have it work. If there isn't a redstone signal, have it work. If there's a redstone signal, then for every redstone pulse it gets, have it import one or export one item. And we're just gonna have it do one at a time as fast as it can. You know, that's fine, really. And now we're stuck with this big chest of obsidian. I think the easiest way to deal with this is to take our gravity gun. Oh, I was worried that was going to break that thing there. Hopefully this works. Okay, that worked. And now that's all being taken out. Let's speed up this process by setting this to move a whole stack at once. And then, boom. It's just zooming. Okay, then we can see how many are in the machine. And you can see that number is going up pretty rapidly as they get pulled from that chest. So that's probably almost empty now. Just about. So once that's empty, we'll pull off that gold chest and put the other one back on. The crystal chest. And we need our block of concrete again. And we need some food too. We're getting hungry. I should get on to having canned food again. It was nice, but unfortunately stuff like potatoes don't work to give you canned food. So that was a slight pain. Take our chest. And might as well put that in there. And then once we give it a... whatchamacallit? Minium stone. Which I made one, did I not? Minium. Hello? Stone. I'm sure I made one. I did. It's over here. I put it in this chest here. Okay. So we'll toss it in there. And it'll go ahead and start crafting. And once again, I went over this before, how this whole thing works. So it gives us iron. For obsidian gives us iron. And then, oh, I had this sent to ender pearls. We're going to get lots of ender pearls. I don't want that. Although I don't have a minium stone here though, so it won't work. And then 8 iron gives us a gold. And then 4 gold gives us a diamond. And then we get our diamonds, which I have about 10 stacks of right now, so I don't have the machine going. So anyways, so now let's get into our next project here. Oh, this one, I tell you, I thought it was going to be so much more complicated than it actually was. Let's clear out our inventory of all this stuff we don't need. We don't need this, we don't need that or that. Let's put those thingers down there. Yep, those thingers, that's how descriptive I'm going to be. And down. Our stone, don't need that. Okay, so first off, what we're going to need is these blocks here, which there's plenty of, and we're also going to need the ME pattern provider and the ME, no, we don't need that yet, the ME crafting CPU, and we'll get the cables there because we're going to need them eventually too. So now what we're going to do is make this whole system able to craft stuff automatically. So this means that I could potentially craft what's a good example? I could automate the crafting process of anything from torches to like the gravity chest plate on my chest that took me 6 hours to make, although I don't know why I'd want to do that because I'm not going to need to make another one unless I somehow lose it, which I hope that never happens. If it does, then I'll be automating it as I go. But we can make our solar panels, for example, automatically, and I think there is a way to have it automatically go and create coal dust from coal if need be to export it to a machine and then pull it back from that machine. But we're not going to worry about that quite yet. We'll just manually get our own coal dust, our basic resources. So, of course, the glass, coal dust, that's pretty simple to get. Electronic circuits and generators, that's a little bit more work. So what we'll be able to do is have electronic circuits be made automatically, which means we had to have the copper cable made automatically. So we'll have that whole system going on. So let's start construction on this thing. So we can have it on with several different sizes, and we're going to go with just a smaller one. That's all we really need. I'm not looking to craft a million things in here constantly, so the occasional thing for sure. So what we can do actually needs to be a little bit taller than that. Just make sure we grabbed all those, which I did not. Okay, guess I'm walking around because I can't seem to jump through a gap. And whoop. I can't craft stuff either. And so we're making all the outside edges out of those blocks. So this back one too, and here. And every time I had more stuff in this house, my frame rate goes down a little bit. I'm struggling to hold 30 again. So now we're going to need to put the heat vents on everything around the outside. So everything you'll be able to see from the outside, which will include this face once we get it there. Now the pattern provider is kind of an important part. So it'll go on the inside. Oh. Glitched out there. Pattern provider will go on the inside, and then we'll have this ME crafting CPU, which is in my hand now. And this is kind of an optional component. It'll speed up the process though. By default, this thing is basically already has one in it. It'll craft one item every, I think, 3 ticks of the game. So that's 20 ticks per second. That's what? Oh god, I shouldn't have done math on the fly. 8 items per second? 8 times 3? It should be 7 times 3. I don't know. 5, I don't know. 7, 8, something. Not 8. Maybe 7. I don't know. Don't do math on camera or voice recording. Anyway, so now we'll seal this. Whoa. I forgot clicking that thing does stuff. So now we'll seal this up, and this should change appearance-wise. Aha! It did. So now we just need to hook this to our system, which it looks like we broke while we were up here, and it's already attached therefore. So there we go. And actually what we can probably do is get rid of that one in the middle, which I can't reach, can I? No. Oh well. Not a big deal. Because this will cause a complete circuit, so they should still be connected. Both ends of this cable, like there and there, should still technically be connected because they go through this. I guess we'll find out if everything else stops working. Actually, let's go find that out real quick right now. This thing still works, so we're connected. Awesome. Okay, now we've got this going. So this all acts as one block now. I can right click on it wherever, and it'll bring up the same thing it did when I clicked on the thing on the inside, I think, right? No, it's different. Never mind. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we don't need these things anymore, so we'll put these away for now. But we're going to want this crafting monitor and the pattern encoder. We'll get to the blank patterns in a second. First off, we need the pattern encoder, which we'll put beside our crafting table there. It doesn't need to be connected, and it doesn't need any power, so that's fine right there. The crafting monitor, that's a little bit different. So what we'll actually do is we'll put it right there, and that'll show us anything crafting. Okay, so now what we need is to encode some stuff. So now we can go ahead and get our materials to make stuff like those copper cables. So we'll get some rubber, we'll get some copper. We'll use this kind of copper since I have way more of it. And now we just go ahead and create our... Oh, fruit fly on my face, go away. Nobody loves you. Go ahead and create one of these. And the encode button, now what this does, if we put a blank pattern in this slot here, then we hit encode. Now this thing changes. It is now a pattern. It's saved as a certain item. So this is what our machine will use to create copper cables. It'll be like, okay, so now we need 6 rubber and 3 copper. Easy enough. Oops. So let's put that into our big chamber here. If we hold down shift, then we can see what the item actually is rather than hovering over it and reading everyone. So that's a little bit handy. I think I need to move this. I think it should be showing something else. I think I'm missing a machine, maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything. We'll leave that there for now. But I think I'm missing something. Let's see. That was the pattern encoder. I'm reading off of a second screen here what I have to do. Pattern. I'll figure it out. I'll be right back. Okay, I figured out what it was. This thing that we're making right now. The ME crafting terminal. So that's a pretty important piece. I don't know how I missed that one. I should have known that was it. Oh well. We've got that now. So now when we go in here, we can see all of our items. And if we find... Oh, I'm going to have that item, aren't I, already? Let's see. The copper cables, yeah, we already have them. Let's take them out. What was that? Copper. Right, we have more than a stack. Now you see this craft button that appears. We'll go over here and look at it. This craft appears instead of the number we have because there's none in there. So now if we click it, it'll ask us how many of those items we want to craft. So say if we want to make another stack of them, we'll click begin, and you can see the number just went right up. And I created a little more than 64 because it creates them in increments of 6. So increments of 6 because whoop, we don't want that there. Because, well, that's just how cables are made. Okay, now we're going to do something a little more complicated than just cables. We're going to set up a whole solar panel. We're going to have it make solar panels for us automatically. Maybe even low voltage or medium or high voltage. I don't know. That could turn into a lot of resources. And this, I'm sure, could eat through your resources pretty quick. So let's start out with the basic solar panels. So we're going to need our coal dust, which we probably don't have enough of in this machine, do we? Oops, learn to spell. Coal dust, no. So what do we get? Or how do we get coal dust? Is it probably in a macerator or pulverizer? Put coal in a macerator or pulverizer. Oops, I don't want uses. I want how to create it. Pulverizer for 1, macerator for 1. We're going to put some in the pulverizer. So let's just set the pulverizer over here. That's, nope. This is the only pulverizer I have. I should get a lone pulverizer. Set it beside that one, beside that macerator over there. Because this thing is so much faster. So we have it set so it's not exporting items out the right side. So we can do something like, let's break this to access this behind it, and we'll tell it bring coal in, and it'll start filling itself up. And it'll work on that, and it'll fill up the hopper too once it gets, the actual machine gets full. And we'll have this going too because we're going to need lots, although this is pretty slow. So let's steal some overclockers from this, put them in there, and we can see how slow that progress bar is moving. It'll just start speeding along. Okay. Now, let's put we'll keep the coal dust out because we're going to need it pretty soon. So let's get our electronic circuits together first. So we need refined iron and redstone. Refined. Wow. Do I not have any refined iron at all? I don't. Holy crap. Holy crap. How do I not have any refined iron? I used to have so much of it. Oh well. This is just a powered furnace here, so we'll throw it on the ground, but we'll put it in, it'll fill up, and that'll have some in a few minutes. So I guess that means we're going on to the next thing for now, which is the generator. So now we'll create the iron furnace, and I'm actually going to let you guys go for this because this is just going to be tedious sitting here crafting stuff. So we'll create a recipe to create the RE battery and the iron furnace and the generator and electronic circuits and stuff. I need to wait for materials to be prepared apparently anyway, so yeah, see you in a minute. Okay, here's the last thing to encode, our actual solar panel. So we'll encode that and we'll throw all these things we've got in here. So we have the copper cables in there already. Now we're going to put in these such things. We do need the solar panel one in there. So what's this is going to do, assuming I remember to get everything, all the components we need, and we have the materials inside of our ME system, which we should. I have a few extras there from my crafting times, but that shouldn't be a problem. Actually, if anything, it'll just use those too. So what this is going to do is it's going to decide, okay, you want me to make, we'll say 10 solar panels. So then it'll say, okay, well, okay, to make the 10 solar panels, I'm going to need a generator, which is this one. And then to make the generator, we're going to need an RE battery. And to make the RE battery, we're going to need, what was it, refined iron, a copper cable, in the iron furnace? No. Now I'm getting several recipes mixed up now. It's something. So hopefully we remembered everything there. So let's go to solar panel. And we're going to say create 10. And we're going to see how this goes. So begin. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there's our 10 solar panels, just like that. Now, whenever we want now, anything we have in here made, we can set up recipes so we have electronic circuits all the time now, because we made that too. So we have electronic circuits at the click of a button. Okay, at the click of 1, 2 to 3 clicks. But you get the idea there. So that's pretty nifty. So now we're all powerful. Oh, we're running out of Obsidian now too, which is fine. So I'll go into there. How is this doing for space? We're doing fine on chest space. Whew. Now, what kind of evil things can we create? I'm thinking low voltage solar panel is pretty simple. It's just 8 solar panels and an LV transformer. So I put the LV transformer in there, which is actually really simple too. Just a couple copper cables. Wow, to say that 10 times fast. Couple copper cables, and then some copper and some just regular planks will do. And then if we wanted to turn that into a medium voltage, we'd do pretty much the same thing. 8 low voltage around the outside, and then the medium voltage transformer in the middle, which is even simpler. That's just 8 iron, or refined iron, and some gold cable, which is not that complicated in itself. And the medium would be, well, 8, or the high would be 8 mediums and an HV transformer, which is also, it's a little bit more complicated, but by the time you get to this point, you would already have the medium voltage transformer recipe done and the electronic circuit one done. And this one is pretty simple. It's just cable with extra rubber, so that's pretty much it. And then diamond and redstone, that's very simple as well. We can easily get a lot of high voltage solar panels or arrays, if that's what you want to call them, like in no time and stuff like that. It would just be so simple. You make it once and then you've got it forever. So everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully I can get another episode of this out before too long. No promises though. I need to find something else to do. This is kind of the inspiration of the week for me. And I've been itching to get a video out for this for a while. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And on your way out, let's try. Let's try this one. We're gonna give you some music for the road.
This was a trial.
Nope. That's nope. You know what? You can have this one. There. Enjoy. Bye, everyone. And see you next time.